In this podcast episode, Andrew Huberman speaks with Dr. Michael Platt, a professor of neuroscience and psychology at the University of Pennsylvania. Their discussion covers various topics, including the intricate ways hormones and social hierarchies influence our decision-making processes, the nature of attention, and the implications of these factors on our everyday lives. Dr. Platt begins by emphasizing the evolutionary connection between humans and old-world primates, such as macaques. He notes that both species share similar neural circuits that govern decision-making and social interactions. This connection is not merely superficial. It runs deep into the behavioral and cognitive frameworks that guide how both humans and primates navigate their environments. For instance, the way we assess value, whether in objects, relationships, or social status, mirrors the behaviors observed in macaques. This shared evolutionary background suggests that many of our decision-making processes are rooted in primal instincts. Dr. Platt argues that understanding these instincts can provide valuable insights into human behavior, particularly in contexts like marketing and social dynamics. By studying primates, researchers can glean information about the underlying mechanisms that drive human choices, revealing the primitive aspects of our decision-making that often operate below conscious awareness. The conversation shifts to the complexities of decision-making, particularly how social dynamics influence our choices. Dr. Platt explains that our decisions are often shaped by the social hierarchies we inhabit. For example, individuals may make different choices based on their perceived status within a group. This is particularly evident in competitive environments, such as workplaces or social settings, where power dynamics can significantly impact decision-making processes. Dr. Platt highlights that hormones, particularly testosterone and oxytocin, play a crucial role in shaping these dynamics. Testosterone is associated with dominance and aggression, while oxytocin fosters social bonding and trust. The interplay between these hormones can influence how individuals navigate social hierarchies, ultimately affecting their decision-making. This understanding underscores the importance of considering both biological and social factors when examining human behavior. Attention is another critical theme in the discussion. Dr. Platt explains that attention is not merely a passive process, it is an active mechanism that prioritizes certain stimuli over others. Our brains are wired to focus on what is most relevant to us, whether that be social cues, potential threats, or opportunities for reward. This prioritization is influenced by our experiences, both past and present, and is essential for efficient decision-making. However, the challenge arises when external factors, such as stress or fatigue, disrupt our ability to focus. Dr. Platt notes that when we are overwhelmed or anxious, our attention can become scattered, leading to poor decision-making. This highlights the importance of managing our mental state to maintain optimal attention and, consequently, better decision-making outcomes. The conversation delves deeper into the effects of fatigue on decision-making. Dr. Platt shares insights from research conducted with athletes, revealing that physical exhaustion can significantly impair cognitive function. When individuals are fatigued, they are more likely to make impulsive decisions, prioritizing speed over accuracy. This phenomenon is particularly concerning in high-stakes environments, where the consequences of poor decisions can be severe. Dr. Platt emphasizes the need for strategies to mitigate the effects of fatigue on decision-making. By recognizing when we are operating under conditions of fatigue, we can take steps to slow down and reassess our choices. This might involve delegating decisions to others or implementing structured decision-making processes that allow for more thoughtful consideration. Social touch is another fascinating topic discussed in the podcast. Dr. Platt explains that physical touch plays a vital role in human relationships, promoting feelings of safety and connection. Oxytocin, often referred to as the love hormone, is released during moments of physical affection, reinforcing social bonds and reducing anxiety. This biological response underscores the importance of touch in fostering healthy relationships and emotional well-being. However, Dr. Platt notes that modern society has seen a decline in physical touch, leading to increased feelings of isolation and loneliness. The pandemic has exacerbated this issue, as social distancing measures have limited opportunities for physical connection. Dr. Platt argues that finding ways to reintroduce safe forms of social touch is essential for improving mental health and strengthening social bonds. The discussion also touches on the concept of group selection, particularly how it relates to human behavior. Dr. Platt explains that humans are inherently tribal, often forming in-groups and out-groups based on shared characteristics or beliefs. This tribalism can lead to a sense of belonging, but can also foster division and conflict between groups. Dr. Platt suggests that understanding the dynamics of group selection can help us navigate social interactions more effectively. By recognizing our innate tendencies to align with certain groups, we can work towards fostering inclusivity and understanding across different communities. This approach may help mitigate the polarization that has become increasingly prevalent in contemporary society. Loss aversion is a psychological phenomenon that Dr. Platt explores in depth. He explains that individuals tend to feel the pain of loss more acutely than the pleasure of gain. This bias can significantly impact decision-making, leading people to avoid risks even when potential rewards are high. Dr. Platt highlights that this tendency is rooted in our evolutionary history, where avoiding loss was crucial for survival. The implications of loss aversion are far-reaching, affecting everything from financial decisions to personal relationships. Dr. Platt emphasizes the importance of recognizing this bias in ourselves and others, as it can lead to suboptimal choices. By understanding the mechanics of loss aversion, individuals can work to counteract its effects and make more rational decisions. The conversation shifts to the impact of celebrity endorsements on consumer behavior. Dr. Platt discusses how our brains are wired to respond to social cues, including those from high-status individuals. When a product is endorsed by a celebrity, it can significantly influence our perception of its value, even if we have no direct experience with it. This phenomenon is particularly evident in marketing, where brands leverage celebrity endorsements to create a sense of desirability. Dr. Platt notes that this strategy taps into our innate tendencies to seek social validation and approval. By understanding the psychological mechanisms at play, consumers can become more aware of how external influences shape their purchasing decisions. Dr. Platt delves into the neuroscience behind value-based decision-making, explaining how our brains process information to assign value to different options. This process involves weighing potential rewards against risks, ultimately guiding our choices. The brain's reward circuitry plays a crucial role in this evaluation, influencing how we perceive and respond to various stimuli. The implications of this research extend beyond individual decision-making, as it can inform our understanding of group dynamics and social behavior. By examining how value is assigned in different contexts, researchers can gain insights into the factors that drive human behavior, from consumer choices to interpersonal relationships. The podcast concludes with a discussion on the importance of context in decision-making. Dr. Platt emphasizes that our choices are often influenced by the environment in which we find ourselves. Factors such as social dynamics, physical surroundings, and emotional states can all impact how we evaluate options and make decisions. By recognizing the role of context, individuals can become more mindful of their decision-making processes. This awareness can help mitigate biases and improve overall decision quality. Dr. Platt encourages listeners to consider the various factors at play in their own lives, ultimately empowering them to make more informed choices.